Hello guys, the people who are joining me. Edward's here. Who else is here? Here. Lisa's here. Who else? We're just waiting for a few more people and then we'll start the class. Could you guys hear me well? Is there an error I should fix? Is there an echo? Hello? Hello? No, we can hear you just fine. How about I'm gonna put the video and see if it works. So tell me before you start the class again. You can't hear it? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, let's see.
That's a shame. I never eat bread because of my gluten allergy. They have gluten-free bread here. Oh, sweet. Hey, Tom. Just getting home from school? Yeah, I just had a soccer practice.
I think you could hear it now.
What about
right?
you, Juan?
Okay, yeah.
Just hanging out at home eating chips.
This is
Do you always eat
my
chips?
headphones are acting up.
Only sometimes.
I don't know why
Just with
my
juice.
headphones
And you? Do you
aren't the
eat
problem.
chips?
But cool.
I never eat them. I got to restrain myself because of soccer.
Okay, I think everyone's here.
But I do always drink juice. And you? Do you eat chips? I never eat them. I got to
Okay, now that everyone's here. I don't know what's putting the full screen. I'll trim the video later, so it won't be too long. But right now I'm just making sure everything's fixing out well. Okay. Okay, can everybody see the presentation? I think we should begin. We're about to begin. Can you type 1 if you could see the presentation? Yes, okay. Well, I think everyone's here, so let's start the class. Yeah, everyone's seeing. Yeah, everyone's typing 1. So today what we're going to be seeing is adverbs of frequency. So let's get started. So when do we use them? I would say always. Right? No, but let's see the chart how it goes from 100 to 0. So let's see the few examples first, so you could get an idea of what's going on with the words. Frequency adverb. When you use it 100%. So always. I always eat lettuce, right? Usually 90%. My dad usually eats cereal. I normally eat grapes, so it's an 80%, an estimate, right? 70% often. My mom often eats rice. Then it says sometimes. John sometimes eats quinoa. Quinoa is a type of a bean or grain, I would say. And then if you go on, it's 30% occasionally. I occasionally eat bread. 10%. I seldom. Pablo seldom eats bread. 5% rarely, when it's like the chances are really low of you saying that or like consuming that product. In this class we're going to be talking about foods, so on this case is I rarely eat meat. So I don't really eat meat, but it's like what's the sentence is saying or implying. And 0% never, so you'll never eat that product. It's going to be Maria never drinks milk. Okay, moving on to the next slide. What are they for? So adverbs they change or qualify the meaning of a sentence by telling us how often or how frequently something happens, are defined adverbs of frequency. An adverb of frequency is exactly what it sounds like, an adverb of time. So as we said, how established on this previous slide, we have the 100% to 0%. That's how usually we do or perform that action or that that verb. And let's see how the structure is implemented. So the grammatic structure, and when I talk about myself, it's going to be the subject pronoun. So it's going to be subject or pronoun I, and then the adverb of frequency. So if we go back, we'll just have to choose whichever these ones we want to say. So in this case, I put often, I often, and then plus the verb. So in this case, we're going to put eat, I eat, and then the noun of what we eat. So grapes, I often eat grapes. So that's the structure of when I talk about myself of using the adverb of frequency. And when I talk about others, Maria. So here it's Maria. We're going to be talking about Maria. And then then it goes plus the adverb of frequency. It's going to be never. And then plus the drinks. It's going to be the verb plus the S. So it's going to be drinks. In this case, it's going to be drink, but we add the S, so it's going to be drinks, and then the noun, milk. So it could be the same as the previous one. If we change the I when I talk about, as I said, when I talk about others, you or Maria or John, whatever you want to put. Like, but when you talk about others, often, and then eat. Since it's I said when you talk about others, you have to add the s here. So eats grapes. So I hope that's how the structure goes when you talk about others. So Maria never drinks milk. That's when we talk about Maria. Oh, let's get on with the first activity. So now you're going to be participating on the chat. I'm going to be putting on a video about uh, you're going to be listening to these conversations that I developed. They're kind of funny, but don't judge me too hard because I put my best on this. But hope you are able to hear the conversations and answer the following questions of the slide. So let me put on the video for you guys. Okay, it's about to start.
Hey, Chris. Thank you for inviting me to this lovely cafe. Yeah, no problem.
Wait, I'm gonna restart it so you guys could hear the audio better. Here it goes again.
Hey, Chris. Thank you for inviting me to this lovely cafe. Yeah, no problem. I found it on my way home, and I decided why not invite you. Thanks. As I said, don't mention it. Anyways, do you drink coffee? I always drink coffee. I have it once every morning. How about you, Chris? I really drink coffee. Just like the smell of it. I come here for the bread. I normally eat it in my sandwich. That's a shame. I never eat bread because of my gluten allergy. They have gluten-free bread here. Oh, sweet.
Okay, so that completes the first part of the activity. So now let's see on after you watch the video, you could try to answer these questions in the chat. So we'll start with the left side first. How often does Chris drink coffee? So you're going to answer in complete sentence here. How often does Chris drink coffee? Make sure you listen to the frequency adverb. Just put Chris blank drinks coffee. And don't mind me about don't put it on complete sentences. You can put on only the frequency adverb if you can put the frequency adverb. You don't have to put a complete sentence. So how often does Chris drink coffee? Hope you may. Let's see if you paid attention to the video. Chris never drinks. We got a few. Chris never drinks coffee, which is which is true. He said that he never drinks he rarely drinks coffee. That's the answer. Nacho's right, or Jose Ponce, who's here in the chat, saying that he rarely drinks coffee because he told the girl that he just brought in because he only comes for the bread. So now, moving on to the next question, how often does Chris eat bread? Let's answer that. How often does Chris eat bread? Let's see, it's always, everyone's putting always. I think you guys are copying each other now because he said that he normally eats the bread. Let's listen again.
They have gluten-free bread here. Oh, sweet. Hey, Tom. Just getting home from school? Yeah, They have gluten-free shame. I never eat bread because of my gluten allergy. They have gluten-free bread. I come here for the bread. I normally eat it in my sandwich.
See, there it goes. He said I normally eat it in my sandwich. So yeah, it's normally. Moving on to the next questions. How often does Karen drink coffee? Cafe. So how often does Karen drink coffee? Let's remember. Always, yeah, it's the opposite of Chris. Since he never drinks coffee, she always drinks coffee. Always. Okay. How often does Karen eat bread? We just repeated the part right there. Yeah, you guys are right. It's just she always drinks coffee. Now let's move on to the next question. How often does Karen eat bread? All right, we got a few questions. Let's see more. She never eats bread. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, you guys are right. So that's that part of that video. So let's move on to a different video. Yeah, she never eats bread. That's when we talk about her, right? So actually, let's move to this one. So I don't want to make the class too long.
Woo! I like coming to the store, Dad. I like coming to the store. Woo! I like coming to the store, Dad. Anytime, son. Well, let's see. What will we be buying to take home? Can you help me decide? Sure, I can. Do you like carrots? I sometimes eat carrots. They're not my favorite. You should always eat carrots, unlike me, to grow big and strong. Ooh, can we take milk? I always drink it with cookies. Do you like milk, Dad? I did when I was younger, but now I rarely drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant. That's a bummer.
Okay. I hope you made sure you put to pay attention to the video because here comes the question. So you gotta answer. So let's see. How often does the dad eat carrots? Just put the frequency adverb here. I'll wait for your answers. See, always. Sure, it's always. Yes, it's correct. He always eats carrots. He says that he eats carrots so the son could grow big and strong. So let's go to the other one. How often does the son eat carrots? Let's see you guys answer that one. Rarely. Son eats carrots. He rarely eats carrots. You guys are putting always and yeah. Yeah, you guys are correct. Let's go to this one. How often does the son drink milk? That's the last question for this video. How often does the son drink milk? Let's see. We'll wait for your answers. How often does the son drink milk? Rarely. Let's listen to the last part of the video since you guys are putting rarely. Let's see.
Bummer, because I'm lactose intolerant. Now I rarely drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant. That's a bummer. But with cookies. Do you like milk, Dad? I always drink it with cookies. Do you like milk, Dad? I did when I was younger, but now I rarely drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant. That's a bummer.
Okay, and you guys put on the chat? Rarely, okay, yeah. No, how often does the son drink milk? Always, yeah. You guys are getting the picture now of frequency adverbs? Rarely. Let's remember since we're talking about the son. The son said he always drinks milk with the cookies, and the dad rarely drinks milk because he's lactose intolerant. That meaning that he's milk or dairy products cause his stomach to have some issues, so that's why the son always drinks milk. On the other hand, so the dad um, rarely drinks milk because he might have some stomach problems if he does. Okay, moving on to the next video, to the next part. So here we have a nutrition wheel. Probably you've seen it when you have seen this probably in your school or somewhere hanged up on the wall, or when you go to a doctor and to a nutritionist. Let's see. Let's categorize each sections of the wheel briefly, and then we'll have you do a part of the next part of the activity. So here we have the fruits and vegetables, right? Does anybody know how often do we supposed to eat the fruits and vegetables? You could answer on the chat so I can see your responses. Anybody know? Always, always, yeah. So I would, yeah, if you put it always, I would consider if we go to this part of the chart again, we usually, I would round it up around like 100% to 80%, always, usually, or normally. If you, I could repeat the question, sure. How often are we supposed to eat fruits and vegetables? So the people are saying that it's always you're supposed to eat them, or if you usually or normally, it's around the 80 or 100% of the adverbs of frequency. Now, anybody know how often are we supposed to eat breads and cereals and grains? If we look at the chart, I'll give you a tip. Since it's colored, the chart is colored. It goes from green to yellow to red. We're going to be dividing it by different sections. So in the middle part, the top part, and the bottom part. So we could say we should often eat them. Sometimes we should eat them, or occasionally, right? So any of those is fine. So let's just see on the bread, dairy, and all these bottom part. All these bottom parts: the bread, dairy, milk, beans, all the sugars. How often are we supposed to eat those? See the chart? Early, yeah, very good. Since we never am vegan, yeah, pretty funny. Yeah, if you're vegan and you never eat meats or all those sorts of products, so you seldom eat them, you rarely eat them, or you never eat them, or probably occasionally you could eat them, but not it's not really good for you to always eat them. So that's why we don't really section them on the top part. So what you guys have to do now is I have this chart. You can see what's missing. We're missing the top part, what we always should eat, or the 100 to 80% of the chart, and this part, it's the 70 to 30%, and here's the 10% to the 0%. So here I'm gonna place you guys, make it bigger. Here we go. So here, let's name some fruits. I have a meat. Where does it go? Where should the meat go? Remember, here is 30 to 70%. Here's a 80 to 100, and here's a 30 to 0%. The red, yeah, the red meats. You should never, rarely, or seldom eat them. Let's go to bread. This is a bread. Where does the bread go? Let's see, we're waiting for the answers. The bread, where does it go? Yellow, yep. You guys are correct again. Let's just stick it on there. Stick. There we go. Let's see. Now let's see. Grapefruit. Let's see, grapefruit. Probably some of you don't really know what a grapefruit is, but it's like a type of orange. If we say it in Spanish, it's gonna be a toronja. Where do we put it? Green. Yeah. Now let's see again. Watermelon. Where does the watermelon go? Yes, it's green. First thing is green. Yeah, you're correct. Now, see, with leche. Where does the leche or milk go? It says in Spanish. That's why I read in Spanish. Here it says leche. If you guys see it, but where does the milk go? Where does the milk go? The red, yeah. No, actually, there's mixed answers about milk, but I would put it on red. When you're a full-grown adult or even a kid, you don't really have to drink that much milk, as people exaggerate it. So I would say on the red. So we have a few more. We have fish. We'll start just putting on here. It's gonna be in red. We got more like grapes. We're gonna put them on red, on green. All the fruits and vegetables we're gonna be sectioning. But yeah, thanks for helping me, guys. Let's move on to the last one. We'll just put another piece of bread here on the yellow. So yeah, thanks for helping me complete the chart. You know your fruits and vegetables. Let's go to the final part. Okay, now here we have a wheel of fortune. So you're gonna use complete sentences to say what you eat or drink normally. So let's spin the wheel. So we're gonna spin the wheel, and then you're gonna put in a complete sentence. You're gonna talk about somebody else or yourself, preferably yourself. So we're just gonna put and spin the wheel, and use the word that you see it here. So
Seldom.
So the word is seldom. Can you guys make a complete sentence of seldom? This was kind of tricky, but if we remember where seldom is on the chart, it's 10%. Got our first response. I seldom eat tomatoes. Yeah, perfect example. Let's go to the next one.
Usually.
Okay, usually. Let's use the word usually on the sentence. What do you usually eat or drink? What do you usually eat or drink? What do you usually eat or drink? Let's see. I usually drink Coca-Cola. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's good or bad, but yeah. Coke is pretty good. It's inevitable. I usually drink soda for breakfast. Well, I don't recommend that, but that's on you, buddy. So remember. I usually indulge in a bowl of cereal. We got pretty knowledgeable people here with their vocabulary. Let's move on to the last one. Let's see which one. It's gonna be the last one. What do you never eat? What do you never eat? What do you never eat? Let's see. I would say I would never. I never. I never drink Coca-Cola. Actually, I would say I would never drink Coca-Cola. I never drink Coca-Cola. Or I never drink energy drinks. Like I never drink Monster. I never drink Red Bull. I never drink coffee. Yeah. Oh, that's 1 and 2. I never drink coffee as well. I never eat papaya. Yeah, I don't really like papaya as well, so it's pretty common. That's why I never eat nopales. Oh my gosh, dude! I know they're really good for you, but yeah, it's pretty hard to really like the taste of nopales. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed all these activities, learning all the frequency adverbs, or most of them. But let's make sure. Remember to always use the chart on this if you ever need help. Like if
Never.
always to remember the percentages. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. Thank you for catching on the stream and this. Yeah, have a good day. See you guys.